Welcome to your second training, Logistics and Resources. In this training, we'll talk about your troop team, structuring your troop experience, holding troop meetings, and point you to several great resources you'll use throughout your troop leader journey. Before we dive in, let's briefly go over what you can expect. This is the second of 3 trainings you'll complete before you meet with your troop. This training, Logistics and Resources, will teach you how to run your troop meetings. The other 2 trainings in this series are Welcome to Girl Scouts, which introduces you to Girl Scouts, being a troop leader, and what girls do. And Finances and Safety will walk through how to fund your fun and keep your girls safe. After completing these 3 trainings, we'll ask you to complete a knowledge check. Once you've completed the knowledge check, you will receive an approval letter in your email. This email will provide more information about your service unit, grade level training, and additional resources as you get started with your girls. As a troop leader, everything you do supports your girls' success in big ways. You've got this. But we know that you might also be thinking that this sounds like a big responsibility. The good news is you won't be alone in your troop leader journey. As you form your troop, you'll also build a team of caregivers, family friends, community members, and other caring adults to support you and your girls throughout the troop year. Some members of your volunteer team might play a more active role than others, and that's perfectly fine. One caregiver in your troop might step up as a dedicated troop treasurer, while another might volunteer to lead an activity. Everyone has a role to play in helping the troop thrive, and each adult will have their own unique skills and interests. Troop team members might include co-leaders, product program manager, first aider, troop treasurer, snack coordinator, driver, chaperone, helper, or a subject matter expert. As you start building your troop team, you might find some of your best volunteers in your troop families. Encouraging family members to actively participate as volunteers strengthens your troops and shows the girls that Girl Scouting is truly a team effort. You might find a great co-leader or helpful snack coordinator among your troop families. And it doesn't end there. Families also keep the Girl Scout experience strong at home. Encourage families to ask their girl what new things she tried at her troop meeting and if she would show off her new skills at home. Families can also be models for the Girl Scout law as their girl continues to build her ethics and leadership skills outside of the troop. Now that you have your troop volunteer team assembled, you'll need to consider how to structure your troop experience. This includes meeting logistics, troop communication, and troop funding. First, let's consider meeting logistics. Where and when will your troop meetings be held? How long will they be? How frequently will you meet? We recommend meeting bi-weekly. Most troops meet at least once a month, some bi-weekly or more. The number of times your troop meets is up to you and your girls' families. There's no set requirement as we understand schedules differ. We recommend by starting out meeting twice a month, once per month for a badge or journey work, and then the second time that month for fun and sisterhood, like a field trip or just being together. Many troops meet at local libraries, school cafeterias, community centers, churches, or in a park in nice weather. It's up to you. Meetings or activities that involve girls are not allowed in private homes, including yards or private outdoor spaces. We ask that you instead meet in public, accessible places. Check the most recent COVID-19 guidelines for more guidance on meeting spaces on our website, gswny.org. Meeting virtually via Zoom or the like is also a great option, especially as the weather gets cold. We'll show you plenty of resources for meeting safely in person and virtually a bit later. Next, consider how you'll keep troop families in the loop. Will you use emails or group texts, or will you send messages? How often should families expect such updates? You can answer these questions together with your co-leader and troop families. We'll talk more at the end of this training how you can use the volunteer toolkit to communicate directly with your troop. The key here is talk to your families and decide as a group what form of communication works best for you. Next, think about how you will fund your troop. There are two primary ways to fund your fun. First, startup funds to cover the cost of supplies and activities come from troop dues. Troop co-leaders can decide how much dues will be and how much to collect them at the beginning of the year. Ask families what they feel most comfortable with during your first parent caregiver meeting. Each girl or family could pay $1 or $2 per meeting, or you can ask for one-time dues of somewhere between $20 and $50 at the beginning of the year. At your parent caregiver meeting, you can also ask for families to donate supplies to the troop, like markers or scissors. Second, Girl Scouts also has two primary council organized money earning activities: the Fall Product Program and the Cookie Program, beginning in the winter. The benefits are twofold. These programs allow girls to learn essential business skills while providing key funding to your troop. With the support of your service unit volunteers, each troop will build a cookie team and ensure the program is enjoyable and successful. After attending the troop leader cookie training, as well as working with your service unit product program manager, you'll feel confident and ready for your troop to participate in the fall and cookie programs. Keep an eye on your email. We'll send you lots of great information for how to participate in the fall and cookie product program sales as they arrive. With these logistics in mind, it's time to rally the parents and caregivers in your troop. One of the most important things you can do is hold a family meeting. We encourage you to schedule one even before your first troop meeting with the girls. At your parent, caregiver, or family meeting, we suggest you welcome everyone and introduce yourself to one another and to the Girl Scouts. Share how family is an important part of Girl Scouts. Encourage caregivers to take on roles in the troop. Discuss troop dues and how the troop will raise money. And close by sharing contact information, collecting health forms and permission slips, and answering any questions. If you have girls at the meeting, make sure you have something for them to do, like color or play a game while the adults talk. Sometimes one co-leader can lead the girls through an activity while the other talks to the parents and caregivers. If you need some support in planning this meeting, you'll find a family meeting outline and other family resources in the volunteer toolkit. Once you've held your parent caregiver meeting, it's time for your first troop meeting. Here are a few ways you can prepare for your first troop meeting. Of course, you'll want to review the meeting basics ahead of time: when, where, what you'll be doing. And importantly, make sure troop families are aware of these things too. Check the volunteer toolkit for your troop roster and any activity resources you might need for that first meeting. Get familiar with your meeting agenda and create a schedule for the activities you'll be doing at the meeting. And practice makes perfect. Do a run through of your meeting and make sure the timing works. It will make you feel more comfortable during the actual meeting and ready to make adjustments as needed. And finally, prepare for fun. Remember, when everyone else sees that you're prepared and ready to have a great time, they'll follow your lead. It's natural to feel a little anxious ahead of your first meeting. You might be wondering, am I doing this right? Are the girls interested in what I have to say? Let's cover some tips to set you up for a fun-filled first meeting. First, ramp up. Have a plan for keeping girls busy as they arrive. This doesn't have to be anything elaborate. A simple coloring page or a conversation topic works great. The key is to get girls to jump right into the meeting. Next, it's time for your opening. It's up to you to decide how to open, but many troops begin their meetings with the Girl Scout Promise and Law: a simple flag ceremony, a song, a game, a story, or another activity designed by the girls. Ideally, you want to conduct troop business after the opening. This can be anything from collecting dues, planning upcoming trips or events, or sharing troop announcements. Then it's time for fun. You can find meeting plans in the volunteer toolkit, complete with activities, supply lists, and other meeting aids to help your troop earn badges and complete leadership journeys. As your meeting winds down, remind the girls that Girl Scouts always leaves a place cleaner than they found it. Whether you're meeting in person or virtually, allow time for the girls to tidy up their space before closing the meeting. And just like the opening, each troop decides how to close: a song, a game, a story, a friendship circle, or anything else that's meaningful to the girls. It's especially helpful to be consistent. Opening and closing in the same way lends consistency and predictability to your meetings and also makes them more meaningful. At GSWNY, we work hard to make leading a troop as easy and as enjoyable as possible. For the rest of the training, I'll walk you through the several great resources you'll use all the time. Throughout the year, we will also send regular emails to you. Be sure to read these carefully. They have great information in them, like upcoming field trips and programs your girls can attend, information on selling cookies, or how to sign up for summer camp. A great place to start is our website, gswny.org, where we have tons of great information for you. The first thing I'll show you on our website is your MyGS/VTK account. You can find this by clicking on the yellow text at the top right corner of the toolbar on our website. Once you click that, you are in your MyGS account. Here, you'll see information on the troops you lead, as well as your membership and events. If you look carefully at the left-hand side of your account, you can see a list of features. You can see anyone in your household, like your daughter or partner, and manage their memberships. In My Troop, you'll see each girl in your troop as well as their membership status. This is where you'll renew your troop membership to keep your fun going another year. Under My Profile, you can update your information like phone number and address. Be sure to scroll all the way down and fill out the communication opt-in section to ensure we are able to send you emails. This is one of our best ways to share important information with you. You will see any events that you sign up for to attend in My Events, and the Volunteer Toolkit is a great tool to help you plan meetings and stay connected with your troop. I've mentioned the Volunteer Toolkit a few times. You can access the VTK right here from your MyGS account. Let's talk a little bit more about the Volunteer Toolkit. The Volunteer Toolkit, or sometimes referred to as VTK, is a customizable planning tool where you can find suggested meeting plans for most badges, access activity guides and badge requirements, track your Girl Scouts achievements, and so on. With inspiring ideas, you can engage your troop in a mix of activities all year long. It's the digital planning assistant that will help you power a fun-filled and organized Girl Scout year. Under the My Troop tab, you can see and update contact information on everyone in your troop, including girls and other adult members. From this tab, you can email everyone directly and even renew on their behalf. The Explore tab is your go-to place when looking for what you might do with your troop. Here you can find step-by-step plans for badges, patches, journeys, and more for each level of Girl Scouts. For each activity, the VTK provides an overview, a detailed meeting plan, including scripts and timings, a materials list, printouts, and more. Once you've picked the activities you'd like to explore with your troop, they will appear in the Year Plan tab to see the full year and individually in the Meeting tab. The Resources tab has links to great information like troop leadership, safety, tips, trips, travel, Girl Scout traditions and awards, and more. We'll go over the Finance tab in detail in the next module, Finance and Safety. As you can see, there's quite a bit of information here, so plan to give yourself a bit of time to hunt around. If ever you need support, please don't hesitate to reach out to us at GSWNY. We're more than happy to walk you through this or anything else. Our gswny.org website also has tons of great information for you, and we encourage you to click around. Of particular interest to you today will be the Volunteers tab at the top of the screen. Once you click on that, if you navigate to Volunteer Resources, you'll see our landing page for all things volunteers might need. For example, if you click on Troop Basics, you'll see we have our link to our Volunteer Essentials, as well as information on finances, what to do with your troop, training, and planning for next year. A note on Volunteer Essentials. This guide is designed to support busy, on-the-go troop leaders. Inside, you will find details and information to help you get started on your newest adventure, being an awesome leader for girls. You can think of this almost as an encyclopedia of Girl Scouting. It has everything you might need. Almost all of your questions can be answered by this document. You can find it on our website under the Troop Basics heading. We recommend that you begin by browsing through this document to familiarize yourself and come back throughout the year to find answers to your questions as they arise. Ready to get started? Let's go. Thank you so much for completing this Logistics and Resources training module. If you haven't yet, you will need to complete 2 additional brief trainings, Welcome to Girl Scouts and Finances and Safety. Then please take the knowledge check online to receive credit for completing the Volunteer Basic Training series. Once you've taken the knowledge check, you will receive an approval letter in your email. This email will provide more information about your service unit, grade level training, and additional resources as you get started with your girls. Thank you for being a troop leader. We're so excited for you to start this great adventure.